Welcome to the Sales Influence Podcast, where we talk about finding the why in how people buy. I'm your host, Victor Antonio. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for lending me those wonderful ears. Always glad to have you listening in. Today, I want to talk about, three types of clients that you typically run into. Three types. And if you understand these three types, you know how to sell, or more importantly, not sell, and when to walk away. So let's go ahead and talk about the three types of clients and then what you can do to kind of move them in the direction you want to move them in terms of buying your product or service. Now, the first type is the customer isn't aware of a problem that they're currently having. One problem that you can solve, obviously. So if they're not aware, our job is to make them aware of the problem, right? And believe it or not, there's customers who simply don't know they have a problem because maybe things are going well, but that's where you come in and says, look, Mr. Customer, I see a problem that you're currently having. You're not aware of it. Let me make you aware, and here's how our product or service can help you solve that problem. Ooh, great approach. Now, sometimes number two, they are aware. They just don't care. Oh, you gotta love the way that rhymes. They're aware, but they don't care. In other words, to them, they're like, yeah, okay, Victor, it's a problem. I see it. We know about it. We know we need to fix it. But you know what? Now's not a good time, right? It's not in our budget right now, Victor. Can't do it, won't do it, not right now. In other words, when you have a customer who is aware but doesn't care, that means your job as a salesperson, beyond making them aware, because they already know there's a problem, you have to create a sense of urgency. Now, how do you create a sense of urgency? There's several ways you could do this. My favorite is when you can show them how much money it's costing them, right? So I look at how much it's costing them. In other words, in terms of hard cost, your products are costing more to the market, which means you have to raise your price in order to maintain profit margin. Now, they also may be losing market share because of the problem they're having. So highlight how much market share they might be losing because they have this problem. And then really scare them by saying, look, if you don't fix this problem, it's just going to get worse. And here's how it becomes a cumulative effect. In other words, you're going to lose more market share, more money over time. Mr. Customer, you need to fix this. In other words, you create that sense of urgency. Now, so level number one, type one is they're not aware. So we make them aware. Number two is they're aware, but they don't care. Then we create a sense of urgency. But here's the third type, and this one you find a lot. There are people who are aware that they have a problem, and they care that they have a problem, but they're scared. So in other words, they're aware, they care, and they're scared. Ooh, again, you gotta love the rhyme. Now, if they're aware and they care, that means there's motivation to want to fix it. The reason they're scared is that they don't know how to do it. And this is where you have to position yourself as a subject matter expert, somebody with authority and expertise that can really tell them, look, I'm going to help you get through this. I'm going to show you how to fix the problem. In other words, your job as a subject matter expert is to reduce their anxiety level, increase their certainty, reduce their anxiety, so they go, yes, you're the person that can help me. And there's no way for me to teach you how to do that. What I can do is guide you to how to do it. And that is know your business, your product, your service better than anybody else. Be that subject matter expert. Number two, you have to be able to understand what's going on, not only in the market, but what's going on in their business. If you can understand your product and what's going on in the market and with their business, then you just need the last ingredient is to always keep their best interest in mind. In other words, let them know that you're looking out for them and you're really trying to help them. So again, three types of clients. And the sooner you can identify these three, the sooner you can shift your presentation to match up what you need to do. For example, if they're not aware, you make them aware. If they're aware but they don't care, we create a sense of urgency. If they're aware, they care, but they're scared, our job is to reduce their anxiety, to let them know that we can help them. And I believe that the majority of people who say, let me think about it, I'll get back to you, maybe next quarter, not in the budget right now, not right now, are typically in the third category. They're aware, they care, they want to make a change, but they're scared. So again, that's the one you have to focus in on, because I think that is where you're going to get your biggest bang for the time spent buck on those clients. And that is it for the Sales Influence Podcast. Leave me some feedback on this one. Love you to give me your feedback on the type of clients you come across. So again, there's the unaware, aware but don't care, or they're aware, care, but they're scared. Love to hear your feedback. Leaving the feedback on iTunes, Stitcher, Pandora, YouTube, Spotify, wherever you're listening or watching. Love to hear your comments. And after you do that, again, check out the Sales Velocity Academy. I'm super excited because we got some great new courses. Every month we're launching new courses. And as a reminder, for all members of the Sales Velocity Academy, every month I have something called Victor's Inner Circle, where you can ask me all kinds of questions live on a Zoom call, and I'll be there answering your question. This is all part of the Sales Velocity Academy package/membership. So go to salesvelocityacademy.com. See you there. And on that note, this is Victor Antonio, always reminding you, selenate hard when you know how. Take care.
Hi, I'm Victor Antonio. I'm an author, sales trainer, and keynote speaker. I'm often asked, what makes a great speaker? Is it someone who delivers real content that the audience can use? Is it someone who engages the audience so they're part of the learning experience? Or is it someone who can motivate an audience to push them beyond their comfort zone and discover new abilities? The answer is yes. But the most important thing to remember is that I'm not there to look good. I'm there to make my client look good. Simply put, it's never about me, and it's always about them.